How to live long, healthy, and creative, and more. What a title! And I'm aware. Let's dive and elaborate this topic. And this topic has a deep history in my life. Let me share a story with you. When I was a child, a really small child, they told me to pray these long prayers. For all the children, much too long. And for me, I don't know what I thought, but I still know what I was doing. I said, let's make the prayer simple. And with all the prayers they taught me, I made my own prayer. I said, God, let me live a long life, always healthy, always happy and content. This was quick, easy, and today I think even on the point. So when I went to bed, I made my duty, I made my prayer and went to sleep. At least I made my prayer. And I made it over and over and over years. And the older I became, the more I thought, this makes sense. God doesn't love big stories. Easy. And the older I became, the more genius I found this. And when I became even much older, then I thought, this is sacred. Because living a long life means we are doing something right. And living healthy, even better. And when we are healthy, we are happy. And when we are creative, this means we continue with normal curiosity. And this lets us keep successful with all the things that happen over time. And the older I become, the more I said, it's hard to buy health and you need it. And it's hard to buy creativity. It is much more a mindset, a living style. This should be developed like learning a musical instrument, a skill. Okay, there is no guarantee in life because life is much more complicated than we think. But we have a lot of possibilities and they depend on our decisions. When I drink poison, the possibility that I don't live that much is quite high, or at least I will get a disease. But when I prefer good food, then the chances are much higher than just eating crap. And the problem is, there's not a rule book. You have to do this, then you get this. Because everybody is different. We are all unique. Everybody has different genes. We live in different surroundings. We have contact to different situations and people. It's way more complicated. But I think, as always, nature is simple. And we're not only our body, we are also our mind. We have our soul, but the soul goes in a different direction. And the mind has the conscious mind, the awareness, and the subconscious mind. We are mostly driven by our subconscious mind. And our subconscious mind was building up in the past, and we are still building up our subconscious mind. We still can influence our inner pilot for our future. So I think exaggeration is never good. We should get the right amount of sleep, but there's no rule book. In former times, we learned we have to sleep 8 hours. But this is not true. Everybody is different. And if we caught up a disease, we have to sleep more. It depends on you, on me, on the situation. When we have more stress, we should sleep more. This might be different from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday and so on. This means we have to communicate with our body. Our mind has to communicate with our body to see what the body is needing right now. To get the right amount of sleep, we should know, is it enough? Am I still moaning during the day? How much water do I need? Too few water is dangerous. Too much water can also be dangerous. Or in case of nutrition, do I need more protein? Do I need more carbohydrates? Do I need more minerals? Do I need more vitamins? It all depends on the complex structure. So we really should be deeply communicating with ourselves to reflect. In which state am I? And what do I need now? When I'm thirsty, I can't say, okay, in the evening I drink more water. No, when I'm thirsty, I need the liquid now. And when it's possible and I'm sleepy, I should sleep now, not more at the weekend. And as all is driven by our mind, by our memories, our subconscious mind, we should include this part. You cannot say, when I have the right food, the right amount of liquids, then my health is guaranteed. No. When you have a burnout, when you are in stress with your colleagues at work, you can eat the best food ever. This will bring you at the edge of the cliff. So it's not only the right form of nutrition, it's the way how we communicate with the outside world. Are we living in stress? Are we aware of the stress that we are living in? We should really be clear. And we all should say, just a moment, let me reflect. What's happening in me, around me? Do I still feel good? If not, this will shorten my life. This will shorten my health. When I look at my progress, do my actions lead to a success? Am I successful? What does success mean for me, not for others? For me. Am I still curious? Am I still creative to build this structure, to build up my success? Dear God, let me have a long life, always healthy and always happy and content. Are we way too busy with the outer world that we don't have the time to reflect what's going on with me? Where am I now? Am I thirsty? Am I hungry? Do I need more sleep? Do I need more success? How are my emotions? Do I feel well in all these topics of my life? Or am I frustrated, depressed? Am I aware of my depression? Do I give me a break to say, oh, I realized I'm in frustration. Now it's high time to stop it. The problem is, no one will do it for you or for me. When you go to a doctor, okay, he tries to help you, but it's also his profession. And until he really reaches the state where you are, it takes a lot of communication. And for some people, it's even better when they talk to a doctor, because then they get the time to communicate about themselves to another, and the other person can reflect. But we can reserve this time every day, in the morning, in the evening. What is going on with me? It's not luxurious to say, where am I? What do I want? No, this is essential. This increases your possibilities to have a longer life, to reach more health, and to reflect on your creativity. Nature is easy, but we have to find the easiness that works for us. It's hard to buy a book. Therefore, I made this channel. I can't put all the benefits to get a long, healthy and creative life in one video. This video is meant to open your mind. And the motto of my channel is how to live long, healthy and creative. And this touches a lot of topics, and therefore I'm spreading a lot of videos on several topics. This might work for you, this might work for the other person, all good reminders. And we came to a point, this is not just a promise, oh, I will make a channel where you can learn about long life. No, this channel exists. We have now 1,200 videos. Several topics. Because as I said, sometimes it's our subconscious mind. Sometimes it's the water. Sometimes it's something like dowsing. Sometimes it's about energy. It's about feelings. Sometimes it's about prayer. It's about trust, confidence. And sometimes we should just play, to have fun, even when we entertain ourselves. This is a good balance for our emotional life. Not too much entertainment, not video games the whole day. But why not making a fun experiment? How to become creative and how to be inspired when we never do something new. We have to make something crazy. This opens our mind and opens doors for new ideas, new possibilities. There is not one rule. When you make this, then you get this. But as long as we take the time for ourselves and we reflect, who am I now? Am I healthy? Am I creative? Am I successful? What are my goals? Or am I already addicted and following a habit like a drug that brings me to even more disease? Get yourself the time. People say you are worthful, but do you give yourself this worth? Do you care for yourself? Not just for others. We can help other people, but we also have to help ourselves. When our battery is empty, we can't reach a long life and not a healthy life. We care for our car. Here is always the right amount of gasoline. Do we really do the same with us? Is our battery always 100% or at least 90%? This guarantees health, and this guarantees a long life, and this guarantees happiness. And we can't buy this with money. We can buy the right food, but we also have to buy the time for ourselves to reflect. Success is not only a lot of money in your bank account. It is perfect, but it is also the time that you have for yourself. You sit down, you reflect, and even when you say everything is right, even better, then at least you have the confirmation and you can do it again tomorrow and after tomorrow. And this inner openness, this brings you a long life, a healthy life, a happy life, a content life, always creative. Thank you very much for watching. And all these topics that I touched today, you find lots of videos on my channel, not just one. Playlists full, 1,200 videos, several topics. Leading a long, healthy and creative life. Let this be your top project in your life, now and always.